Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium in Cincinnati. Just about halfway through the season and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College football. And the Hurricanes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best two teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Wants to go up top on second down. They get to him, and now they'll face a 3rd and long.
And these are the plays that defenses talk about, man. These are the ones that get you in those situations where you can win. You've given up some yards on this drive, but it doesn't matter. When you play great job on second down and force the passing situation, now, man, you get that dime package ready, you get that pass rush package ready, and you're ready to go get the quarterback.
Right down the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. That sends a message that this offense is going to attack downfield.
And I like this offense coming out being aggressive, attacking the middle of the field right away, way down the field on this first drive, just letting this defense know we're coming to score points.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
What the
tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
He's changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Bearcats want to move quickly. A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Trying to barge their way in. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counter-punch and attack this defense?
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Pushes for the goal line. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense.
Very
You move the ball on your
frustrating
first
drive for this
possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Hits inside. It's Singleton.
Fuck you,
Gives him a
EA.
little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff again.
No way. No way. What's going on right now? Y'all are acting fucking retarded.
I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play.
Where's that last play?
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this 1st quarter. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Now he's looking to throw it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
3rd and long right here. Smith dropping to pass. Unleashes it on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Flips it out to the back.
That,
he is stopped behind
that one kind of irritated me. Yeah, like,
the Bearcats
shit like that. Like, come on.
The loss on the last play.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying out to the left. Takes it in. Touchdown,
really trying to
Hurricanes. setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. From the gun, the running back has it. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Bearcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Working the ground game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Fresh setter downs going to the air. The quick out. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 2nd down, going to throw it. Right side, it's Smith. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats! Looking for the time with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defense.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. They bring him down, but the big play will move the...
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people like so.
Fucking thank you,
running out,
bro.
and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Smith wants to throw. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Turns it upfield. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quick give. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field, making the adjustment. Needs it here on 4th down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Great place to start for this offense. Smith dropping to pass. Out wide left, it's Singleton.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of this drive. Throws to the wideout.
No!
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Wide open downfield. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 2nd and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called. Cincinnati using it 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Stopped right there. Now Cincinnati spends its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Big fella moving. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal.
Ooh,
and he takes it in for a score.
Bearcats.
Touchdown, Bearcats. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Eastern Michigan, taking on the Toledo Rockets.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Smith wants to throw. He'll heave it deep. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Takes the handoff. It's Singleton. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Hauls it in. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
EA.
The
You got
Canes
it.
are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wideout.
No fucking way. No fucking way. Not that. Yeah, give me my picks, bro.
Let's see if they throw it again.
I need those.
Just keep slinging it. He'll throw it. Caught.
Or like every time he gets some fucking time.
And the Hurricanes.
Oh, we gotta get our hands on them, guys.
Fires quickly. Quick throw.
Get your hands on them. Get your hands on them.
All over it. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13.
Yes.
Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Keeps it himself. There he goes. He rolls all
Wow,
the way down
EA.
the 5-yard line before they finally
Wow,
get him
EA.
stopped. The Hurricanes are threatening on
Wow.
1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Smith dropping to pass. Lets it fly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, running back gets to give. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. And the Bearcats will hustle to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Reels it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Second down to the air. Right on target this time. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final play and a W in the win column at stake as we open the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Fresh center downs going to the air. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Ooh, that was fucking crazy,
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. This time on target. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Bearcats, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like,
touchdown, Cincinnati! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown and, more importantly, take the lead.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Quick give. It's Singleton. Defense all over him. Long way to go on 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Rush right in his face. On target. Breaks into the open.
Why is he so far? Y'all won't let me adjust. That's some bullshit.
And the Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Thank you. Thank you. Great play. 2 more, fellas. 2 more.
The way they had it drawn up. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. And it's
I can't touch you, apparently, bro. I gotta let you do it on your own.
It would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down.
Great fucking defense.
And that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Nowhere to go.
They didn't fuck with you at all, man.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They've got him corralled. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds a man on the left.
Let's fucking
That'll
go, boys.
Job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout.
Way to bail me out.
And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hunter. Turning it on. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Smith. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Looking for running room. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. No reason to rush here. You want to be efficient, you want to finish the deal, but you might as well milk that clock.
100%. Make it tick. The clock is your friend. You've got the lead. You've got the football in good position. Hang on to it and milk that clock.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. We'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
That is just how the coach wants to draw it up. Take up all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Smith dropping to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record,